Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing details. Today we're discussing a new for 2023 model from Patek Philippe. I've described this as the motor sportiest Calatrava, and truly it is. Inspired by the world of autosport, it is the Calatrava 6007G-011. Now, there are three white gold Calatrava 6007s this year: blue, yellow, and red. A little bit like the Omega Schumacher series of Speedy reduced in the 1990s, just much better in every detail. The watch is large though for a Calatrava. It's 40 millimeters in diameter, 48.5 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, 9.3 millimeters thick, and 22 millimeters the spacing between the lugs of this gray gold case. More on gray gold in a moment. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and you can see that although the lugs are not out over the edge of my wrist, we're getting there. I'd recommend this watch for a wrist of 15 centimeters circumference or larger, and you can see really down the barrel that the lugs are out to the edge, but not over the edge. So you can go a little bit smaller, but not much smaller. That said, it is a very flat watch, and with a domed bezel and sloped sapphire, it should fit underneath a dress cuff. Taking a quick look at the strap, it, like the dial, features what Patek Philippe calls a carbon pattern. Presumably they mean woven carbon fiber. And so this is made of leather, but it's been embossed with that carbon pattern. You can see it has folded edges, a contrasting stitch to match the dial details, and on the bottom, the calfskin matches the dial once again. Brand new Patek Philippe factory strap, no crimping, no gouging, and they use their pull tab spring bars here, so you just pull the tab, pop the strap right off of the case. Very easy to do if you want to swap straps. We have a matching gray gold spade style pin buckle, and then gray gold. What do I mean by that? Well, since at least 2006, Patek Philippe has used what is called gray gold, an 18-karat white gold alloy that is white all the way through and never needs to be rhodium plated. It is, in a few words, the good stuff. And so if it ever gets scratched, it's the same color underneath, unlike cheap white gold, which generally looks milky yellow beneath a blindingly white layer of rhodium. So you don't need that here. This is the good stuff. The case design actually evolved from the 1992 reference 5000, which in time became the 6000, the 6006, and then starting with a steel variant, the 6007 in 2020. Just to get our chronologies in order, this is the latest in the line and the largest, though it does lose the lunette date display of the 6000 series. The prior 6000 and 6006 had a lovely lunette date display. Here we have a more conventional date over at 3 o'clock. That said, there's a lot to love, starting with the racing dial outboard, a staggered track for reading minutes, seconds, and fractions of seconds, evocative of similar designs on Omega Chronos in the late 60s through the 1970s. We have radially arrayed white gold Arabic numerals, and you can see the hands at center have been blackened. Let's take a quick look in the dark. There's plenty of luminescence, a surprising amount for a dress watch. And the dial is inspired by the dashboard instruments, clocks, tachometers, and speedometers of 1940s, 50s, and 60s sports cars, and you can see the resemblance. We have a carbon pattern at center and a blue varnished seconds hand. Now, this being one of the latest of Patek models, it does feature a hacking seconds function, so that's a long-awaited refinement that's finally delivered in the Calatrava series. And we have a quick set for that date, which allows us to rapidly correct the date should we have the need. You can also see several different finishes on this dial, my favorite detail being the use of a polished chaptering both outboard and inboard of the hour tracks. The detail is excellent. Calatrava cross, the logo of the company on the crown on the reverse side. Caliber 26330 SC, unidirectional automatic winding with ceramic bearings that operate unlubricated, 45-hour power reserve, 4 Hz beat rate, 6-position adjustment. You can see 30 joules, Gyromax style, free sprung balance, anti-magnetic Spiromax silicone hairspring. And of course, hacking and quick set. It's guaranteed from the factory to run no worse than -3 + 2 seconds per day. The bevels are excellent, but Patek continues, featuring high-grade interior beveling within the screw and jewel sinks, a partridge eye effect as it's called, stripes across the bridges and the rotor, circular and linear both, engine turning on the rotor center as well as the base plate. The bevels, though probably started mechanically, are undoubtedly finished by manual means to get that rounded mirrored shine. We have one golden chaton for the escape wheel, a nod to the pocket watch era at Patek, and you can see the 3 locating pins that help to fix the balance cock on the main plate. Those have been mirror polished on their top, evidence of exceptional attention to detail. If you love this watch, reach out to me. I am T Mosso at thewatchbox.com for pricing.